Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's Morning Minutes. Now, I've changed up my format. One of the things that I noticed yesterday is I've actually reached my goal of 20 of these Morning Minutes, and I want to continue because I know how important it is for folks to start their morning off with the right mentality, but also with the right mindset and the right ideas so that they can really build upon their day. So today we're going to be talking about connection. And one thing about me, I'm actually in the process of writing a book called Curiosity Leads Connection. And really why it's important for us to understand connection, especially in 2025. You know, whether we feel like we're connected with the folks next to us, our neighbors, our friends, our family, or our social audience, or our followers, or our listeners, subscribers, you name it, we are often finding that we are not connected as much as we were in the past as we continue to introduce technology into our world. So I want to talk to you a little bit about interpersonal connection, right? And so these are things internally, right? Interpersonal that we find that we can connect with. And we're going to talk about these things. In this series, we're going to continue to talk about connection and how connection impacts your life. So one of the first things that you talk about through interpersonal connection is your emotional connection. How are you feeling? How are your emotions? How are they intact with the people that you're around? How are they influencing the people that you're around? How are you finding ways of opening up conversations when it comes to your emotions, right? So really tying into the emotional connection that you may have. The other is your social connection, right? What are you doing to be social? Whether it's over the phone, whether it's over email, whether it's, in person, you're doing a networking event, or you're on social media. How are you tying into your social connections and how are they benefiting you as well as benefiting others? The third here is going to be a romantic connection. As we know with relationships, we all form relationships. When it comes to romantic relationships, we want to feel like we're connected, that we're building this chemistry, that we're building this level of connection with each other so that we can continue to romance each other and build this connection, which tends to lead to long-term relationships and even commitments in marriage. We go on to platonic connections, right? So platonic connections are those of connections with people of either the opposite sex or the same sex, but it's strictly platonic. It's a friendship. It's somebody that you love spending time with or you like spending time with, but you're finding ways in order to connect with them based off of the hobbies that you may have or the events that you all share. You're finding times to connect with platonic people or platonic relationships. Hey guys, real quick before I let you go, I want to introduce you to my new book, which is Curiosity Leads Connection. This is a book I've been working on for a couple of years now, and the purpose of this book is to help us develop deeper connections and deeper relationships in the year of 2025 and beyond. I know that you as an individual are looking for people to connect with, looking for people to lean on to support you, but also vice versa for you to support. And the way in which we do that is we lead with curiosity that leads us over into connection. I hope that if you're interested in this book, that you would be open into pre-sales. If you go to the link below, there will be a link provided to you to where you could go and do the pre-sale. And the books should be shipping by the end of March. I am looking forward to hearing from you. If you have any thoughts or any comments, or you'd love to, once again, get the pre-sale copy of the book, feel free to reach out to me at info@darrellwillis.com. You can also go to my website, darrellwillis.com, and hit the book icon, purchase the book there. But I look forward to sharing this book with you. I believe this message should be shared across the world, that we really need to live in a world of connection, but we do that by leading with curiosity. Thank you, and I appreciate you guys so much. The next one's going to be your family connection. So as we know, we all come into this world through our family. But we find that there are connections not just with our mother and father or our siblings, but with our cousins, our aunts and our uncles, our grandparents, the whole nine, right? And different generations within our family. So we want to find and develop those connections based off of our family. But the last and final one for interpersonal connection is going to be a workplace connection. So if you're not in the workspace yet, you will find that there are going to be workplace connections. The term work wife or work husband, right, is really around that workplace connection. But you also will find people that, whether they're your colleagues or their superiors, you will find people that you can connect with because there are similar backgrounds, there are similar ways in which they got to the company, there are similarities or even differences on what they do on a day-to-day basis, but we all support one another within the workplace. So there are often connections in which we want to drive. So these are the 6 interpersonal connections that I believe are going to help you form better relationships, but also as I will continue to remind you, find a way to be curious about others so that you can develop deeper connections. And the more you develop deeper connections, the more you find deeper relationships and long-lasting relationships in your life. I hope this helps you. I hope this blesses you. My name is Darrell, also known as Coach D, and I'll see you guys in the next video.